That's right. It's your XWF champion Chaos here with my special guest co-host Izzy, and we are going to give you your WWE Hell in a Cell 2016 predictions. Look at my XWF title, it's spinning and shit, although I will not have this title most likely for the rest of the week because it's going to be held in abeyance while I find my new opponent for the XWF Survivor Series pay-per-view. Anyway, we have the current Hell in a Cell match card right here on the Izzy Phone 9000. Right now it says that the Cruiserweight Championship will be determined between, that's right, Mega Man himself, formerly known as Manic, formerly known as Suicide, formerly known as TNA's Dolph Ziggler, no, I'm going a little too far there, TJ Perkins against the Brian Kendrick, the guy who's responsible for bringing us back Eva Marie. Ew, I hope he loses. No, not really, but they really did a bad job booking this guy because the last segment we saw was between him and TJ Perkins where he asked TJ Perkins to throw the match for him. Now, maybe he just said this because he's at the end of his rope, or maybe he said this because he's going to pull a sympathy card and cheat TJ Perkins out of the Cruiserweight title. Because honestly, for all that Brian Kendrick's done for this competition and everything that's been going on the past few months with the Cruiserweight Classic, I think they're going to give him the title at least one time. He's got kids, man. He's got kids.
Shout out to Heath Slater.
Shout out to Heath Slater. Speaking of Heath Slater and his gimmick, we're going to have the New Day versus Cesaro and Sheamus and a who's whiter and who's blacker match. No, I'm just kidding. It's for the New Day's WWE Tag Team Championships. You can't see my crotch gyrating, so be lucky. Anyway, I think that the New Day, personally, is going to... Oh, wait. We were talking about the Cruiserweight match, and we didn't talk about who we think is going to win. You know why? Because the Cruiserweights aren't as entertaining as the X Division. That's right, I said it. I know you guys watch my TNA reviews more than you watch my WWE shit, but I'm still going to put this up. You know why? Because I need the monetization checks. I have kids. Anyway, I think, yeah, like I said, I think the sympathy angle is most likely going to be played, and Brian Kendrick's going to cheat TJ Perkins out of the championship. What do you think?
Same.
So we got Brian Kendrick for the win. I mean, the Brian Kendrick for the win. New Day versus Cesaro and Sheamus. I personally think one of two things can happen. I think that the New Day will drop the titles to Cesaro and Sheamus only because the way WWE's booking is, I wouldn't be surprised if they booked Cesaro and Sheamus to be champion, just like the odd couple pairing of Heath Slater and Rhino, Beauty and the Man Beast. But if they don't drop the titles, I think they're going to break Demolition's record of however many days, what was it, 470 days? And once that happens, it should be around the time of the next pay-per-view that's not Survivor Series, the next Raw pay-per-view. And I think the New Day might drop the titles around that time, or the 500-day reign, somewhere around there. They'll either drop it to the club, or they'll drop it to Cesaro and Sheamus. But the way they booked Cesaro and Sheamus after that best out of 7 series thing, I think that most likely Cesaro and Sheamus are going to be your new WWE Tag Team Champions, if not on Sunday, really soon. What do you think?
I'm with New Day.
Okay, we got a New Day retaining, and we got a possibility of Cesaro and Sheamus getting the titles.
My predictor will be Xavier and Big E defending the
You're gonna say Xavier and Big E? I don't know. I feel like they always use Kofi for the big matches because, you know, Kofi has that angle. Yeah, I know Big E's definitely gonna be there because he needs the muscle, but I don't know. I feel like it might be Kofi and Big E with Xavier with the trombone. It might be Xavier with the trombone, and then they would use Xavier and the trombone as a distraction, and that's how they retain the titles to make a lasting feud. It's possible. It's very possible. Okay, we're not gonna go in order, but there's the Hell in a Cell match between Roman Reigns and Rusev. Got you there. You thought I was gonna talk about the women's Hell in a Cell match, didn't you?
I actually thought you were gonna talk about Enzo and Cash.
Enzo and Cash having a Hell in a Cell match too?
No.
I'm pretty sure they would out Hell in a Cell everything if they had 4 Hell in a Cell matches.
PG to have a Hell in a Cell as well.
Yep. And you know something else? There's only one word to describe that cell, and I'm gonna spell it out for you. METAL. Metal. Anyway, I'm gonna act like I never said that. I'm gonna try and cut that out of here, even though I'm too lazy to fucking edit this video. Anyway, we're in the middle of a parking lot anyway, so do you really think we'll be editing this shit? Not at all! This is not PG! This is the XWF, you sons of bitches. Rusev, who really should be the face in this feud, versus Roman. I am Samoan pride, embodiment of I look like a Samoan Aquaman from the Justice League movie, who is your new United States champion. We'll be having a Hell in a Cell match to blow off their feud. Roman's gonna win.
Yes. I say Roman. Yeah.
Roman, yeah.
But
Roman's
it'll make
revenge.
Lana more mad. It probably adds to the story if he's not satisfying her or some shit.
Nope, they're gonna bury Rusev.
He's not
Again.
defending her well.
There's always a certain. If Rusev is like a menstrual cycle, he comes around once in a while, and is relevant once in a while, and causes damage once in a while, and then after you stick a tampon in his mouth, he goes away. So
They should have kept the damn
open challenge.
United, whatever faction they was.
The League of Nations? The fuck?
Yeah.
Hell no. That shit was
Yeah.
irrelevant as fuck.
They had members that was outside that should have been in there, like that didn't even get in.
But it was irrelevant. It was very irrelevant.
It
It was
more
poorly
dominant.
put together. It was irrelevant. It was poorly put together, and it was full of people who we didn't give a fuck about. We didn't give a fuck about Rusev because Rusev wasn't doing shit. We didn't give a fuck about Sheamus because it's Sheamus. We didn't give a fuck about Alberto Del Rio because they booked him horribly since he came back.
But this was
And we
Sheamus
didn't
after
really
he
give a
looked-
damn about. And he looked stupid.
But it was good
We
for
didn't
the
give.
faction.
We didn't give a fuck about Wade Barrett because Wade Barrett was booked poorly.
Wade Barrett.
No, but there's a reason we did. He was leaving. He said he was leaving,
That
and
probably
he was
would've
booked
kept
poorly.
That probably would've kept
He was
him.
booked poorly.
If they'd have had a more intense, it would have worked. I believe.
If they would have booked a whole lot of shit right, WWE would be much better. The only
Imagine
reason-
Lana, like more of a manager for the
Maybe.
man.
Let's see. What else? Well, we already said we think the Rusev's gonna lose. Roman's gonna retain. We got Enzo and Cass.
Coming back?
No,
Shelton's coming back.
no, he's injured, and he's not. He wouldn't be in that pay-per-view. He's booked for SmackDown. We got most likely Bayley versus Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
Who would you want to put for that? I say Bayley, because they cannot wreck. They cannot wreck Bayley for Dana Brooke, who cannot wrestle. Dolph Ziggler, I'm talking to you, man. If you're fucking this chick every night, you need to fucking inject some wrestling moves in with your semen when you fucking turn her into a Pop-Tart. Shit. She fucking can't wrestle for shit. Like, at all. At fucking all. God. At least, like, teach her a submission while she's sucking your dick or some shit. Jesus. But I got Bayley for this one. Who you got? Bayley. Next up, we...
Early.
Hey, Bayley could get it. If she was single, I'd fucking hug her with my dick.
Sponge butt.
Dang, she had a nice ass. Speaking of nice asses, oh yeah, I was about to say some TNA related shit. Let's see, who else are we gonna talk about? I'm trying to do this from memory. We got another Hell in a Cell match with the women, Sasha Banks versus Charlotte. Mick Foley pulled his impassioned, "You don't know what the Hell in a Cell will do to you, and I can't even shake my dick correctly when I pee because it's painful because of the cell. And I lost the ear in that match, even though I didn't really lose an ear in that match.
Very,
But
very.
let's just say I lost the ear in that match to add more drama so that people like applaud me and shit when really this match is not about me. Have a nice day! Anyway, I think that Sasha's going to retain. I think Sasha's going to retain the title.
Charlotte, sweet Charlotte.
You're betting on Charlotte? That would be Roman Reigns in her. She'll be a 3-time women's champion in like the span of what, 6
Woo! Because the
No.
father's 15.
months? No.
15.
No.
15 times.
16 times.
No, 16 times champion.
John Cena.
Woo!
Oh, John Cena's a daddy now? Yeah, that'd be interesting for Total Bellas. Let's see, who else we got? Well, we got Enzo and Cass versus the Club. Enzo and Cass are gonna win. They have not made the Club look dominant at all. Plus, Israel Cass do need a pay-per-view win.
It wouldn't look good for those young guys to go into the title.
It wouldn't at all. So I think the club is going to lose. The club has been looking very bleak since AJ Styles left the SmackDown.
Could we get a visit from the Dudleys?
No, why would we? Why would we want the Dudleys to come back? They just left. Ew. So yeah, that's on Cass. Let's see what else. Were there any other matches scheduled? Check the notes before I talk about the main event.
We got about the cruiserweights.
We need the cruiserweights.
Cedric Evans.
Oh, there's another one?
Dorado and Pickle.
Oh, a kick-up match. Cruiserweights. Is there any other thing in the kick-off? Oh, well, we also have Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman. We already know what's going to happen with that. That's most likely going to be booked. That's got to be booked. That'll probably be like an improper.
Taking out a match and putting another match.
Well, I'm going to put Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman on there. And then if it's not, then fuck it. Our prediction was for nothing. But Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman. If Sami Zayn doesn't win by DQ, Braun Strowman will fucking eat him alive and shit on his bones.
But they said that this guy's returned, Harper.
Luke Harper's on SmackDown with Bray Wyatt.
So was it Roman that was returned?
Rowan is injured. Harper just returned, and they're on the Wyatt side. They took away Braun Strowman from the Wyatt family to punish Bray for going back and forth with Matt Hardy about the final deletion in the compound match, supposedly.
But it would be good if.
So Cedric. There's gonna be a. Oh, true. But there's gonna be a. No, let's leave them separate for a while. There's gonna be a cruiserweight match for the pre-show, the kickoff, with Cedric Alexander. Isn't that the guy who dances like a complete coon? I really hate how WWE books black people. Versus who? The Lucha dude? It's probably the Lucha dude.
Sin Cara.
No, not him. Not the botch god. Where is it? Oh, kickoff.
Daivari.
What the?
Man, Davari's back.
That's not the same Daivari.
No.
Shucks. Okay, let's see. Cedric Alexander, Liz Dorado, and Sin Cara. Why the fuck are they putting them two together? Oh God. Well, you know Cedric Alexander and Dorado and Sin Cara are most likely going to win, but today is a kickoff, so it doesn't mean shit. So I think Tony Nese, Gulak, and Daivari, which is the other Daivari's brother. Yeah, that's his little brother. Although that Daivari does still wrestle in the independent circuit.
It was great how he
killing people with a fucking chest chop. Anyway, last is the main event. Seth Rollins, Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens and Hell in a Cell.
I say Chris Jericho interferes.
Chris Jericho's probably going to climb the cellar. No, he can't. That's not a cage match. Well, he'll probably interfere somehow. But we all know that Seth Rollins isn't going to get the title.
I think Seth Rollins is going to get it.
On the list. But Seth Rollins is not going to win. I don't think Seth Rollins is going to win because they're going to let Kevin Owens have the title for a while, and it's gonna boost up Seth Rollins. But the way he loses is gonna be a way to like cements him as a surefire babyface, and maybe Triple H will come out and he'll do his stare down with Triple H and probably finally get his hands on Triple H because Triple H hasn't been seen since he screwed over Kevin Owens
for losing the match.
Well, maybe, but I don't think he's gonna lose the title. I don't think he's gonna lose the title just yet. He's gonna have the title for a minute. So my money is on Kevin Owens.
Do you like him in a suit and Raw?
I wasn't paying attention to a suit.
He doesn't have it.
I guess
so he should get it.
It must be a time.
He's on the list.
Yeah, I guess. But this has been Chaos, your XWF champion from the XWF, and his co-host, the Ismeister 9000. And we have given you our predictions. If you don't like it, your mother sucks dick for Camel's breast milk. I'm out of here. Peace. Too sweet.